Some of those in South Florida for the Super Bowl are working against their will.
They are mostly women, often just teenagers, who were sold for sex.
Contact 5 investigator Dave Bowman shows you how a group of advocates is getting businesses involved in spotting sex trafficking victims.
Just this week, the FBI made 2 arrests in a human trafficking bust in Miami. And with the Super Bowl just around the corner, advocates for victims believe we're already seeing a surge in women and children sold into sex.
They're here. They're already in town. And that's what I'm worried about, is those kids. You know, somebody's got to rescue them.
They're here for the Super Bowl, not for the game, but for the kids caught up in the dark world that some of these women escaped.
At 13, I was a victim of trafficking.
I was 15 years old.
Teresa Flores and Dr. Katerina Rosenblatt, known as Dr. Kat, are survivors of sex trafficking. They're in town to bring attention to the seamy side of Super Bowl week.
Sex tourists come here to purchase sex with children. And the Super Bowl brings an increase of sex tourism.
Dr. Kat says some of the men willing to pay between $300 and $1,000 for a ticket to the big game are also willing to pay up to $3,000 for a 17-year-old girl to visit their hotel room. According to the FBI, during last year's Super Bowl week in Atlanta, law enforcement arrested 60 traffickers and men soliciting sex. On Super Bowl week here this year, advocates are helping train employees at 300 businesses on how to spot trafficking. That list includes Uber drivers, security companies, and hotels.
A lot of hotel organizations don't even know that their employees are being solicited by traffickers.
Advocates want hotels to look for older men accompanying younger girls or boys whose hotel rooms have people coming and going at all hours. They want Uber drivers and others to look for young women who appear drugged, jittery, or bruised.
She's beaten, she's being brainwashed. Mentally, it's it's trauma all over.
Teresa Flores is the head of SOAP, Save Our Adolescents from Prostitution. That organization hands out SOAP with the phone number for the National Human Trafficking Hotline.
I would love to be able to rescue those kids and say, we got you now, and life is going to be better.
All the attention is in South Florida and Miami specifically.
Miami-based child advocate Nelson Incapia says the focus on South Florida has the attention of human traffickers.
You're probably going to try to be away from it, distance-wise in Broward and West Palm Beach.
Trafficking is already a problem in Palm Beach County, where records show 12 people arrested and charged with human trafficking in the past 2 years.
If you see something, say something and get involved.
Dr. Kat says to make a real difference, every single one of us has to be on the lookout for sex trafficking during Super Bowl week.
This may be the one campaign that's going to finally stop them.
To learn more about what you and your business can do to spot human trafficking, go to WPTV.com and click on Investigations. I'm Contact 5 investigator Dave Bowman, WPTV News Channel 5.